Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Welcome to our Friday night service. And this Friday, we are doing photograph readings. We have actually been, I know, I love doing photos. We have been inundated. We must have a dozen photographs, and we're not going to get through all of them tonight by any means. So if you have sent a photograph in and it doesn't get read tonight, we will keep reading every Friday until we get through them. So I promise, if you sent a photograph in, it will be read. But I didn't realize how popular these services were going to be, and we have loads and loads of photographs. So bear with us.
Over 2 or 3 nights, won't we,
love? We will. So it'll get done. They will get done.
Yep.
So as ever, we will start with an opening prayer.
That was a quick hour.
Don't. It's been one of those days.
Oh, bless you.
An opening prayer, then we will have some poetry, and then we will get into the photograph readings. Hello, Auntie Jean, Tony and Irene from Joanne Nadine Roebuck and Brianna.
Hello,
Hi,
Brianna.
Hello, everybody.
I haven't got it up yet, so I can't say hello back.
Oh,
hello, everybody.
Lisa says hers has got living people in it.
I can't read them if they're living.
No, so we'll have to remove that one, Lisa. If you've got one with just the past person on it, send that to Michael and we will sort that out. Lisa Fallon. If you send a photograph of just the deceased person to Michael, we'll replace it if you've got
Lisa, you should know.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. We will start with the opening prayer. If we could all join in the silence, please, friends, as we say, Heavenly Father, divine gracious Lord, thank you for allowing us to gather together in your name tonight. We thank you for these virtual services, Father. They have been so uplifting for the three of us and Michael, and also for the people who've watched them all. Father, we are eternally grateful to you for this. Father, as always, I ask that the veil be lifted between the two realms to allow the guides and inspirers of Irene, Jean and myself to step forward, to allow us to become pure vessels of communication. As always, we promise that everything we do tonight will be done with love, with truth and with light. At the end of this evening, Father, we will hand to you all which is rightfully yours with love, honour and glory. Amen.
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 Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Right. Your poem tonight is called, well, I've called it Crossing Over. Oh, please don't feel guilty. It was just my time to go. I see you are still feeling sad and the tears just seem to flow. We all come to earth for our lifetime, and for some it's not so many years. I don't want you to keep crying. You are shedding so many tears. I haven't really left you, even though it may seem so. I have just gone to my heavenly home, and I'm closer to you than you know. Just believe that when you say my name, I'm standing next to you. I know you long to see me, but there's nothing I can do. But I'll send you messages and hope you understand that when your time comes to cross over, I'll be there to take your hand.
That's lovely. That's really nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Irene. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Can I just say, Dawn, I've just seen your message. Yes, I've got your photo.
Yeah, that's what I've just seen.
It is in the list, but it might not get read tonight. But if you watch the next couple of Fridays, we will pick them all up and they will get done, sweetheart. So yes, I have got it. and it is in the photo list. So I know I've got that one. Okay. Well, this is the photo service, as I've said many times tonight, because I'm so excited because I love doing photo services.
Yay! Me
And
too.
we have got a lot of photos to get through. So we will try and keep the messages succinct. Big word for me, succinct.
Succinct.
Succinct. There will be a complete message, but we'll try and keep them to a bit of a time limit. So, because we have got so many to get through.
My friend's on. My
Your friend's on.
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. So I can start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I do apologise. We may get blocked out by the photos because they come up in the middle of the screen, if some of you have seen. Right. So let's get the first one up, which are these
Now,
two lovely people.
These belong to my friend Suzanne, and so I'm not going to read this one, Tony and Jean, because I know these two lovely people.
Okay.
Okay, because I know they was my mum and dad's best friends, so it wouldn't be fair,
All
would
right.
it?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Hello, Dad. I've just seen my dad.
Hello, Dad.
And
Hello,
Delia Gerard, if you've sent a photograph in, you might get a reading, but it's purely photograph readings tonight. There's no blind reading, so I do apologise, but we're doing photos tonight. Jean, have you got anything from these two lovely
I'm
people?
just trying to get a link. Have you got anything yet? Because I've
just got, and I don't know
same as mine.
Where it's coming from, but I've just got an incredible sense of fun just come over me. I've got two people who were really, really upbeat, liked to have a big laugh. I've just got this really light, playful feeling about myself, and I feel that I've got the gentleman stepping forward, Jean. I don't know if that's what you got.
Yeah, this is what I'm just trying to. It's the gentleman I'm drawn to at the moment.
It is me. But I've got all I'm feeling at the minute is this tight bond. So there was a lot of love around this family, I want to say. And I feel like I worked hard and I did my best for my family, if that makes sense. I've also got, I don't know which one it's coming from, but I've got breathing problems. I feel like I'm pulling my breath a little bit. So I don't know which one of them it's coming from, but whoever this is for, would you understand where there will be breathing problems connected around the family of these two lovely people?
I'm getting the lady, funny enough. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why.
All right. What are you getting from that lady?
It's really difficult because even though she's got this nice smile on her face and everything, I do feel as though she's actually had it hard from being a child and growing up. Things hasn't come to her on a plate. She's had to go out and work for it, even though the gentleman's been there and supported, but I do feel the lady's had to come in as well. I do feel with the lady, bless her, that when it was coming to a time, she did have a lot of different illnesses and problems, and not just medical problems. I do feel as though she didn't know if she was coming or going. I feel that. But I do feel, you said your chest, I do feel my chest is going a bit hurting now you've mentioned it. And I do feel this is a bit with the lady. And I do feel, I don't know who had the cancer, but I know that somebody had the cancer conditions. And I also feel that it went through the body. It didn't stay confined. And I don't know. They're not telling me, and I'm wanting to come a bit closer because I don't know who I'm actually talking to, I'll be honest. But I feel as though there would have been, if it's not one of these, somebody would have had to have had heart surgery or something to do with the heart, because my heart's racing a bit here. So I do know that somebody would have had a problem around the heart. And you must be able to understand, it's Irene's friend, isn't it? She must be able to understand where there would have been someone who had married twice I'm getting 2 wedding rings.
Suzanne's just put, yep, Mum did.
Right, thank you, because I can't see any readings, you see, Irene. I can't
No,
see
it's all right.
anything.
If she says anything, if she puts any comments on
Yep,
Jean,
I've
I'll let
seen.
you know, love. Or tell me,
Can she understand any of the other?
I'm not sure, but my dad had triple bypass.
Because I know I'm getting this, and I know there would have been surgery involved, because that's what I'm feeling. And I know that it is an happy-go-lucky, but I do feel and sense that he did have to work for all that, bless him. It did work, and he was like the family. I support my family, that type of person. But when he was younger, I do feel very much, same as I said about the lady, very much that he had it hard. He had it hard, and I'm not sure which way. They're telling me about, oh God, something, they're both laughing about it. Something went wrong, but what went wrong? Come on. Something went wrong. Oh, sorry, I've just, my blind's just gone blank, and mine don't go blank.
No.
And it's just gone blank. They said something's gone wrong, and my mind's gone blank. So can she understand why they've just said that, and then my mind's gone blank? Because I don't get like Tony does, where he gets the Alzheimer's and goes blank.
Yeah.
But I have, and it's not me.
Well, I know that her dad remarried.
Yeah, she just put my dad remarried.
Yeah, I got the rings, the 2 rings. Can she understand the other Irene? Because I'm not getting anything.
No, it's not. She's not come up yet.
Come
I want to say that.
Go on.
All I've just seen is the smile on his face, but I've seen it like a mask.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
So I feel like things didn't go his way all of the time, and that he needed sometimes to. What I'm trying to say is I think he's trying to shield people.
It struggled for a bit.
That makes sense. Yeah, that it wasn't always easy going, but I don't think many people would have seen that side of it, if that makes sense. I've gone blank as well.
I just gone blank, and it's not me to go blank like that.
Suzanne, would you understand where somebody's spirit side of life would have had either the Alzheimer's condition or a stroke, something that affected the function of the brain? Because I just, the words are in my head, but it's like they won't come out of my mouth. So if you would understand that, please. The 24th of a month must mean something around the family, and also the month of June must mean something around the family for a birthday, anniversary, or passing. And there must be, I've got flowers, but I don't know whether they're birthday flowers or what.
I've got anniversary.
Must be, oh, right. Something around now. Something around now. So either a birthday or an anniversary around now. So beginning to the middle of October.
This photo, the gentleman's quite stocky, but yet I'm seeing him slimmer. So it either would have been slimmer in a younger day, or he would have slimmed prior to him passing, because I'm actually getting sucked in. So I know there would have been some weight loss. And they show me that, I'm not saying it's one of these, but somebody would have been a smoker, because I'm getting the smell of smoke. So I know somebody would have been a smoker around them if it weren't one of these. The lady, bless her, I do feel that he really did everything he could, like I said earlier, but there were still times where she's still saying I still struggle. So I do know she struggled through a bit. She keeps going on about this. She says, I found it odd, but he always made sure we'd got things on the table. But can I just say, and I'm not being rude or anything like that, but there wasn't always, like we all have our arguments, we all have our ups and downs. And there was some of that as well, where they disagreed. Everybody does. But there was this. Thank you. That's come up, but I don't know why nothing else has. Because I do feel as though they've had the moments before now where she's probably said to kids, you know, tell that. But when I said kids, bless her, these children in the spirit world connected to her. Because I've said kids and she says, yeah, they're here. So I do know these children in the spirit world connected to this lady. I know that. Come on then, what are you trying to tell me then? There's a Sharon. I'm hearing a Sharon. So Sharon's got to be somewhere placed within this. They also, Tony's give a couple of dates, I know that. But can I say I've got the 29th of a month, and I've also got the month of October and November, and I've also got December means something. December means something. The gentleman, I'm not saying he drank a lot, but I'm holding a pint. So there's somebody what would have liked a pint, because I've got that. And he also would have, in his spare time, which he didn't have a lot of, but he would have helped people. She would have, though. She would have given you last Rolo, but he would have helped people, and he would have done his best to try to help people to stop him having to get things. Thank you. And he's coming in with this. I don't know why it didn't work in people. I'm feeling as though the job he had were, hello.
Hello.
The job he had was something to do with it were, I don't know if it were a joiner or something like that. I don't feel as if it were the pit or anything like that. Yeah.
I've just got wood.
Something to
Somebody
do
would have
on
worked
them
with
lines.
wood. Yeah.
He actually worked in a hospital.
Did he?
Right.
Well,
But
somebody
I've got
around
wood.
him.
So, I had something to do with wood. I got wood.
Oh, that
Somebody
could have
fiddled
been
with wood, or
that could have been Jim. As in, there were 6 of them. There was my mum and dad, Suzanne's mum and dad, and another couple. And my dad certainly wasn't a DIYer, but Jim might have been.
There's something to do with
I was
wood.
going to say somebody could put shelves up or could make things
Bit
like
of DIY
tables.
or something.
Yeah. Because I was sanding wood.
Yeah.
So,
But
I could
I
smell the shavings, the wood shavings. I could smell that.
I had to smile while you said about the pint, because they'd either congregate at their house or at mum and dad's or at me and Jim's, and they'd all be there with the whiskey and the pints.
I got a pint.
Yeah.
Very sociable.
Yeah.
Very sociable.
He liked his pint. I'll explain a bit more after.
Oh,
But I
okay.
don't know, Irene. It's not all the smiles and there's more in
There
depth.
would have
There
been.
is.
Yeah.
If she wants a private reading, I'll talk to her after, or let her. And she said that Dad did at home. So
because I couldn't give out some of the things
no,
I'm trying to say.
So if you want a private reading, Suzanne, let me know, sweetheart, and we'll arrange it. And you can come on with me and Tony and Jean, not on here, to talk more in depth, sweetheart. All right. Love you loads, darling. Love you,
Thank
my
you
bestie.
for joining
Bye.
us, Suzanne.
Thank you so much. The next one is this person.
Sat on a
bollard.
yes.
Sat on a bollard.
Sat on a bollard.
Outside a river.
By the water. Very nice.
Yes.
Very sunny.
I'm feeling very
chilled
and like I'm contemplating my navel. Do you know what that means? It's like I like to think. My mum used to say you sit and contemplate your navel, but it means you just sit and you go over things and ponder things, and
that's your
I've never heard that expression before.
My mum used to say it, and it just popped into my head. So I just feel like whoever this lady or this person belongs to, I want to talk to a lady, I think. This person would have been very thought about things a lot. You know,
a
deep thinker,
because I'm mulling things over and I'm working things out in my head, and I feel like I want to say there was lots of things going on to think about. So around the family, there would have been a lot of not major problems, but lots of things that would keep
There
this
were
person
little
awake
things,
at
weren't
night.
there?
And
There were quite a few little.
that were playing around in my head all of the time and making me feel like, you know, I wanted to get things sorted for people is what I'm feeling with this photograph. To be honest, I've not got much else.
To me, she just seems, I know she's got all these little things pondering on, but I do feel at the same time as though she thinks, oh, I ain't got to care, you know. I ain't
Yeah,
got to care it well, I'll just get on with it. As though life just passed her by and she was quite happy, just tootling on, doing her own little thing, doing her
Yeah.
own thing, you know, spending time with family, and that's what she lived for. That's the impression I get with her.
yeah.
But
Melanie,
I've got to,
you understand this so far then, Melanie?
so it's Melanie Kelly.
Yeah, Melanie Kelly, I think.
Because that's how I'm finishing in a minute, Irene, love, and I'll come back to you. I'll let you come
Yeah,
and
that's
jump
fine.
in. But that's how I feel, as though I don't got a care it world. As long as my family's okay, they're looked after, they're fed, that's all I'm bothered about. Nobody's harming them. I can sort things out myself, and this is just how I feel.
Yeah.
With her. And I've got to say, darling, that she did have a rough times with her health as well, and she didn't like to tell anybody about just how much she did ache, because I do feel I've got achy bones. That at times my body hurt, and it's as if I think, well, really I couldn't get on, I can't do today, but she did. But she didn't want people to know just how much she hurt. But they were that pain, and I've bless her, she's just given me a drink. I don't drink, so I don't know how they keep giving me drinks. But I do know that be somebody here, sweetheart, what's celebrating something, because she's just given me a drink, and it's like in a wine glass or a champagne glass or something. So I do know there's something somebody's celebrating or should have celebrated at this time. That she's talking about the cancer, so I do know there's something to do with the cancer condition, because she's making me aware of that as well, which we don't want to go on down that road, but she's making me aware of them. And I've also got bad headaches. She's giving me headaches, so I don't know if it's this lady or if you, Melanie, if you can understand where the headaches, please, and the cancer would have come in here. All right. And she's just, all right, wait a minute, what is it? She's just given me bottle of wine.
Why
That's
not?
why she's
not?
showing me them. And can I just say then, sweetheart, because it's got to be you. Thank you. Because she's giving me sweeties. So I know somebody's got a sweet tooth, because she's saying that they're eating too many sweets. And she would have been like that. You know, you don't eat too many sweets, you'll rot your teeth. And that's the type of lady she would have been. You know, you could eat this and eat that, other things. And that's how she was. She would have liked to know that everybody were correct. And I'm seeing her sewing, darling. I'm not saying she made clothes or anything, but I'm seeing her sewing. So I know that there was times where she did, I don't know, sew curtains or took ends up of things, because I'm seeing her do that, but not as a job. I'm not seeing her do that as a job at all. While she sat there, there's also a little dog comes and sits at side of her, because I can see a little dog sat at side of her, darling. So I know you can understand where there's the dog in the spirit world as well, because they come at side of her. And also she's got a taller gentleman. I know she sat down, but there's a tall gentleman with her. So you can understand where there's a gentleman connected to this lady in the spirit world as well, darling, because she's there, he's there as well at side of her. Very pleasant lady, very pleasant, but she knew her own mind. And she's saying, that's what you are. You know your own mind. You know what you want. You know how to get it, and good on you, lass. She's just said. And I'll leave that with you, and I'll pass you on to our Irene, darling. I hope you could understand it all, Melanie, and I'll speak to you again later, darling.
Thank you, Jean. Hi, Melanie. Well, the first time I looked at this lady, I got family. I got really a sense of family and a sense of home. But even though she was a home bird, she liked to go out and about and do bits and bobs. But her family were her mainstay. And she did everything she could for them, even though sometimes the family didn't want the help. They knew she was always there, and she kept secrets. You could you could actually go and talk to her and tell her anything, and she wouldn't gossip, not about anything like that. But she did like to have a laugh, and she's sort of very casual, and like Jean said, oh, I'm okay, I don't care, I'll just get on with it. She didn't let much worry her, but she was one of those sort of people. She was a very private person. She didn't like anybody to know her business. Even if she was feeling a little bit down, she always had a smile on her face, Melanie, and she always tried to make everybody feel happy as well. I know that she's, I don't know if it's a pouch or a purse that she's holding there. So I know that she, or if it's a little money bag that she's got there, but she's hanging on to it for dear life. I like what Tony said about contemplating the navel. I've never heard that one before, but I think she's a lovely, lovely lady. She was comfortable in her own skin, and she didn't want you to know that she was ill, but she had to tell you eventually. But it broke it inside. It broke her heart to tell you that she was poorly, but she's okay now, sweetheart. She's and she's got this lovely gentleman with her, as Jean said.
Yes,
and he's you can't see him in the picture, but I don't know if he's taking the picture, but he was a big part of her life as well. And she just wants you to know that she loves you all, sweetheart. And I'm going to hand you over to our Tony and see if he's got anything. Thank you for working with me, darling.
Melanie, can I just give you 5, darling? While we sat there, she's just said to me 5. So there's got to be 5 in the family, or 5 means something, love. She's talking about 5. And I've also got to give you the 4th of the month. The 4th of the month, she's telling me as well, which means a lot. She's saying, so there's 5 I've got to tell you, and the 4th. Okay, sweetheart, yeah. And I will pass you on to Tony, but she just shouted in me ear.
I've got to add to that, Melanie, that you are very much like this lady, in that you'll think about things before you say things. But she's saying just around you there must be a situation. Yep, the 5, Jean.
Thank you.
There must be a situation brewing around you, sweetheart, where she's saying you really need to think about things before you say it. Otherwise, it could be like the blue touch paper and step back and watch the fireworks go off, because you could get embroiled in things that you don't. What she's saying is, it's not your business to get embroiled in, but somebody must be trying to pull you into it. And she's just saying, just think about it and think about your words and don't get embroiled in things. I know Jean gave you the 4th of a month. I got the 4th as well, but I got also April, which is the 4th month. So April must mean something to you, sweetheart. And also I've got to give you bluebells. I don't know why she's just shown me bluebells, but I've got bluebells. And I've also got to give you the white ones. The name's gone. Snowdrops.
Snowdrops.
Hey, gosh, it has been one of those days. Yeah, snowdrops as well, sweetheart. These are all sort of around the springtime, so I'm getting a lot of very much a sense of fresh starts. And I feel like what she's saying is you've either had a fresh start, or there is a fresh start about to happen for you, sweetheart. So she's just acknowledged that. I don't know what that means. Okay, step back. I know Jean gave you the 5, sweetheart, but I've got 3, so I don't know if 3 of the 5 were like 3 boys or 3 girls, or where the 3 would fit, but I've got the 3 that's connecting as well in the family. And also I've got you live in a wood that's covered with them. When you walk in there, you think, oh, bless you, sweetheart. That's lovely. Thank you. Yeah, she's just given me the 3. And as she's as she's pulling away from me, darling, I've just got to say, I want to tell you, she just showed me a big heart balloon. So there's a lot of love coming from the world of spirit for you and your family, sweetheart. And please accept their love from us. And we'll say, God bless. Thank you very much for working with us, Melanie, and for that photo. It's lovely. As was the first one, Suzanne.
Yes,
That
the
was
lovely
gorgeous.
photos,
That they are. They're really
Nice and
lovely.
clear.
Yeah. A lot of energy in them as well. There's a lot of love in those photos because they're coming straight
I'd like to
through.
hold them. I would like to hold them.
Yeah, I would like to. Oh, we've had a frowny face
Where?
Where?
in the
Comment.
emoji box. In the emoji box, there's a frowny face from somebody called Andrew. I don't know what that's about. There we go. Never mind. Right, next up we have this fella.
Bonny lad.
Innit? Bless.
Bonny chap.
Oh, we should have been in Saddleworth tomorrow, Michael says.
Yeah, I've just seen that.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to... Ivan, if you've got a connection, you'll go, because I'm just trying to look into his eyes to get a connection.
sorry
Okay,
about that, people.
That's okay. Right. Oh, okay. Right.
Let me just
I've got.
pull you up so you can see. There we are.
Thank you. Oh, he's lovely.
Amanda Hurst just said, "Oh, bless him."
Yeah,
It's drawing me into
lovely.
his eyes. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I'm saying you'll go, because I'm trying to sort it out.
It reminds me of. Who does he remind me of? Oh gosh, there's something that it reminds me of. But he's a lovely soul, and he liked to laugh. This gentleman, you can see it by the way is sort of half smiling, but he liked to do the secret smiles, and he was very intelligent. This gentleman as well, very intelligent. And I've got. Come on, darling, come forward for me. Come forward. He said, "Oh gosh," he says he didn't like his ears. I don't know why. Perhaps because they're a little bit sticky-outy. But he's saying, "I didn't really like me ears, but he did like to have a good time." And he's, come on, sweetheart. He's talking about a family here on that's left behind down here on Earth, and he's. I don't know if you like music, but he's clicking his fingers, and it's like he's sort of doing it to a tune. Like, come on, I've got Frank Sinatra. I Did It My Way with this gentleman. So whoever this gentleman belongs to, he liked to do things his way, and he'd listen to everybody else. But Danielle, is this Daniela? Is this gentleman with you, sweetheart? Thank you so much. Right, okay. He very much liked to do things his own way. He would listen to other people, but he'd still do it his way anyway. He's got a big sense of fun there, and he's also got a big sense of his. He was funny. He was charming. He could be very, very charming when he wanted to be. And the saying comes, he could charm the birds out of the trees when he wanted to. I wouldn't say he was actually a ladies' man, but he did like the ladies, and he did like to go and have a chat. He had a lot of male friends as well. But come on, sweetheart. I've got darts. I've got somebody playing darts, whether it was this gentleman or somebody else in the family. But I've got somebody playing darts here. Somebody used to be in a darts team. So that tells me that he liked to have a pint.
Flirty man.
Yes, he was a flirty man.
I
Yes.
thought you were a flirty man.
Yeah. He
Armless, but a bit flirty.
Oh yeah. He liked to. He's just said, "Do you know I was God's gift?" Bless him. Oh, he's making me laugh, and he's so glad that he's got two ladies to speak to. Jean,
Ooh,
very
can speak to me when he wants.
Absolutely. Yes, he's got beautiful eyes. Oh gosh, he was a very hardworking man, and and because he had a good intelligence. He didn't suffer fools lightly, but he also had good ethics because he didn't like to see anybody upset or in pain, or if there was something wrong, he liked to try and go and help to sort it out. He I've got the taste of Licorice Allsorts, because he was like Licorice Allsorts. He was a bit of everything. He was charming, hardworking, family man, and had everything to going for him. He was one of those gentlemen that no matter what he did, he would fall on his feet until he became ill. And that's, but he's just a lovely gentleman. I can't really say anymore because he's just making me smile, and he keeps singing My Way to him. Yeah, he worked all his life, bless him. That's a lovely thing to do. He was a very hardworking, very much family orientated man. I'm going to leave it there, Daniela, and I'm going to go on to our Jean, because I'm sorry, Tony, he wants to speak to our Jean.
He's just drawing me in with them
Bless
eyes. Can I just say, Daniela, as well, darling, because what I'm seeing is he would have liked to spend time in his appearance, and he said he didn't have a lot, but with the clothes he had, he always looked after, and he kept himself smart, sweetheart, because he's talking about that. And I know that when he did take ill, sweetheart, that he did find it hard, and he struggled a bit. I've got to say that, because with him being always active and always wanting to do things, that he did find it hard when he took ill. But I have got to reassure you, he said, that when the end came, that he did go quick. He says, I went quick. He says, and there's still somebody today, sweetheart, what's still not blaming themselves, that's the wrong word, but can't get over the fact that there wasn't there. Somebody's still carrying that about, that there wasn't there. It doesn't make no difference. He's saying it doesn't make no difference. And I don't know, he's talking about a sister and a brother. Can you understand why he's talking about a sister and a brother, sweetheart? Because I've got both. And I've got a younger. He's not the youngest. I've got somebody younger than himself.
Oh, bless.
It's fine, sweetheart. I'm talking about somebody younger than him. He's talking about the one younger than him. So I don't know why he's mentioning that, sweetheart, but somebody younger than himself, who's carrying a lot on, he's saying. But I've also got to mention, what's this?
He has a sister and a brother that are his kids.
Right, thank you. That's where it's coming in then, because he's talking about that as well. And can I just say, sweetheart, he wants to take to the month of July. He's telling me about July, and he's also taking me to the 25th of a month. 25th of the month. He's saying he didn't have, like I say, he didn't have a lot, but for some reason he did give somebody a bunch of flowers once. But he says, I'm not saying where they came from. So I don't know. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know if he took them out of somebody's garden or what. He's just having a laugh about that. Thank you. Because he's making me aware that he gave somebody some flowers. He wasn't where he would take flowers and chocolates. He weren't that type of man. But just by looking at you, you could tell that he really thought a lot about you, and that he loved you just the way you was.
His mum.
Because it's them eyes. But I do know, sweetheart, that he did have an issue, or somebody's telling me that he had an issue round the eyes, darling, or you can understand somebody on the earth plane has an issue round the eyes at the moment.
The type to bring flowers and chocolate.
No, because he only gave me that one bunch. No, it weren't affection. It weren't that type. Because it didn't need to be just that look. You could tell what you were feeling with the look. Yeah. And that's all you needed. But he's mentioning about, I don't know if it's him, sweetheart, or somebody down on the earth plane's got a problem with the eyes at the moment, because he's talking about that. It might be just dry eye or something, darling, but he's talking about that. All right. And he had trouble breathing. And there was something to do with the breathing as well. I don't know if he found it difficult, but there's something to do with the breathing, darling, which is mentioning that as well. I will leave you with that and pass you on to our Tony, because we're trying to get more photos in. But I do love him. And can I just give you Paul? Paul. It's just said Paul. All right, darling. And he's a bonny gentleman, I've got to say. And
He
I'll
is.
pass you
He's
to
lovely,
Tony.
isn't he?
Daniela needs an eye test.
All right.
Daniela, I've just got from him this huge sense of pride. And he just wants to pass on that he's very, very proud of the way you've pulled yourself together. And the words he's given me is, you've become your own person. So despite everything, you've become your own person, and he's really proud of that. He's been around the younger ones. So he's been around the children in the family. And he's just given me this huge sense of fun, that he says, you're very much like that as well. You have this huge sense of fun. I haven't really got that much else from him, other than he's given me a watch. So I don't know if somebody has his watch or there's something to do with his watch, but he's talking about his watch and a ring as well. He also wants to acknowledge a ring. And for some reason, he's just wafted an aftershave under my nose, and I don't know what it is, but there would be a significant aftershave that would remind you of him as well. And will you just watch out for it around the family, please, where you'll smell it. And he is pulling away from me now, sweetheart. So I will say, God bless and thank you so much.
Daniela, can you just find me out, please tell me who's got the freckles? Because he's just talked about the freckles. So you can understand where somebody's got the freckles.
Right.
It's just put a lot of freckles on.
Hugo Boss aftershave.
Oh, right. Well, whatever it is, watch out for it, because you'll smell it and it'll be him just walking through.
And watch for the freckles. And now,
yes, somebody's got freckles.
Freckles, they've got freckles. Well,
Can I just show me? Mariah, I'm sorry, we're doing photo greetings tonight, please. So unless you send Tony or Michael a photo, we're doing we're not doing blind readings tonight, sweetheart. And so you'll have to look in on one of our other nights.
Yeah.
What a lovely gentleman.
He was, wasn't he?
I wouldn't mind meeting him up in spirit.
Nice chap.
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, I love this. I love this one. Are you ready?
Go on.
The one with the tongue. Oh,
oh, bless her.
Oh, a party goer. I've got a party goer
here. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
We've got a can-can lady.
Yeah.
If only. Just heard her say only.
Go on, Tony.
I have got, I mean, obviously, you can see in the photo a lot of fun.
Oh, yes.
In that photograph, isn't it? And, Stace has just told you off.
Oh, I'm not bothered. I know. Love you too, Stace.
But I've got the feeling from this lady that was her. You know, in her darkest hours, she would still have a smile on her face. And this is just what I'm getting. I'm getting a very strong lady, a very independent lady. As she's connecting with me now a bit more. I don't know who it was, but I've got cigarette smoke around. So I don't know if it was this lady who smoked, but there was a smoker around her. She's making my eyes water. Wow. Right. I'm getting a feeling, again, like we've said before with the gentleman in the first photograph, a sense of, like I said, in her darkest hours, there would still be a smile on her face. So people didn't really know how deep things ran with her, if that makes sense. I know she's got a necklace on there in that photograph, but she's taken me to the necklace I wear, which is a crucifix. So I know there would be a necklace from this lady that's been passed down through spirit, and I don't know whether it is a crucifix, a cross, but it would be gold, whatever it is, because I can see the gold and I can just see this shiny thing on the bottom of it. So I can't be certain exactly what it is, but I know there's a necklace. Oh, good heavens. She's just put false teeth on my hand.
I knew she was going to do that.
I don't know. It doesn't look like she's got false teeth, but there would be somebody around who has false teeth as well. But I don't know if they couldn't get on with them or what this is, but she's just saying they spent more time on the mantelpiece than they did in the mouth. So I know somebody would have not worn the false teeth enough. She is making me aware that she would spend a lot of time. She liked to look nice and presentable. So I know she would have spent time on her appearance. And she was a very proud lady, proud of her things and proud of herself, and very, very, very proud of her family as she's coming in. She's given me the second. She's just drawn 2 on my hand. She had false teeth and she always hated them. Laura, thank you. She's lovely. She really is lovely. There must be 2. She's drawn it again. The second of a month, but there's also 2 in the family, or 2 connected with the family, because she's talking about the 2 again. I want to be around the month of March with something. Oh, it's your sister's birthday today, which is the 2nd. Thank you. Happy birthday, Laura's sister.
Happy birthday, Laura's sister.
Happy birthday.
She's talking about you must remember a celebration or a family gathering, and somebody talked about her and said, I wish she was here. Well, she was, and she always is. So please know she's always around, you and your sister. Brilliant. Thank you very much for the validation. So somebody must have said, oh, if only, I don't know, Mum was here or whoever. But she's there, and she's always there at all the family gatherings and get-togethers. Okay. Oh, lovely. Thank you. She's made my mouth go really, really dry. And it's as if I want to wet my mouth. Would you understand where somebody was in hospital and needed their mouth wetting? Because I feel like I've got a really, really dry mouth, and it's like somebody's just given me drops of water or ice cubes to suck to take the dryness out of my mouth. Bless. Okay. She just wants to pass on the gratitude for everything everybody's done for her or did for her. And as she's pulling away from me, sweetheart, she's just giving me carnations. So carnations must mean something in the family, because she's given me a huge bucket of, and they are in like an arrangement, in a floral arrangement. So carnations must mean something around the family. Oh, bless. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Bless you, sweetheart. Well, she's very grateful for people for what they did for her and hers, and I will leave her with you and say,
I'll go.
Good night, and pass you on to Jean.
I'll come. Yep. Hiya, Laura. Can I just say that with this lady right up to the latter end, that she would have been first on the dance floor and last off, and she even got the grandkiddies, the kiddies. She would have got them up, sweetheart, because she wanted everybody to have a good time. And this is how she's fetching it all in, darling. I know that you said that about her in intensive care. She says she's still What's this, Demi?
Dad made it through. Mum
So-
came to see him and tell him it wasn't his time.
Oh,
right,
bless.
yeah. But she's, like I said, she's full of life. She's making me aware, darling, that there would have been a problem with the chest area, but I also feel as though there would have been something to do with the tummy. If it's not this lady, you can understand it with somebody down here with a tummy, darling, because she's making me aware of that there's a problem around this area as well, darling. I know Tony mentioned the two, but I've got to say to you, sweetheart, 22nd. I don't know why it seems to be all twos, but she's talking about the 22nd, darling. And all right, sweetheart. And she's saying somebody's still shedding tears now. And she wants you to, whoever it is, wants to dry them tears because she's fine. And you know she's around. She says, because I ain't gone far. Because I don't know if it's you what's like her. Right, thank you. I don't know if it's you what's like her, but somebody's full of life. And I don't know how many drinks is on that table. But she would have liked, she weren't alcoholic, don't get me wrong, but she would have liked to drink when she went out. She says, I did it to be sociable.
Oh, bless you.
She's with you, darling. She's with you. She hasn't gone far. So she's making me aware of that as well. There's, she's talking about, come on then, a breast, I don't know why I said that. Pressed flower. There's a pressed flower. Something to do with the pressed flower, and I'm going to leave that pressed flower with you, love, because you might have to think about it. I just got that table were full of glasses. Table were full of glasses. She is so beautiful, sweetheart. Mum's around you. You know she's there. Just speak to her. She's telling you, telling me to tell you. She's not far, darling. She'll always be with you. And come on, dry them tears. Look beautiful. All right, sweetheart. And I'll send a night and God bless.
I haven't got much anything else, Laura, for you, sweetheart. But I just love her smile. I really do. She's so infectious. And when she smiled, everybody else smiled as well. And you've already said that she was the life and soul of the party. Pint drinker could drink anything under the table. She has that look, but she was no way an alcoholic. She just loved to have a good time. And she liked everybody else to enjoy themselves as well. And I've got that Shirley Bassey song, something about, get this party started. This is this lady. I'm here, I'm coming out, so let's get this party started. Absolutely fabulous lady. Lovely, lovely lady. But she is with you, sweetheart. She's just beyond the veil, and you can talk to her anytime you like. And I'm going to say good night and
quickly,
God bless.
Can I just say quickly, Laura, she's showing me a dance where she got hold of a skirt and she was picking the skirt up as though she was doing can-can. I'm not saying it was the can-can, but that's something she was doing. She was picking it up and she was tootling about with a skirt or a dress. And I'm leaving that with you, love.
Oh, right. Next one.
The next one's a character as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. Cheeky chap. Cheeky chappy.
Oh, dear. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Okay. I'm still reeling from the other one. Bless her. Oh,
I'm sorry. Do you see what you just put? Yeah, then dropping
then
into the splits, then struggling in to get back up.
oh dear.
Oh, right.
Go on, Irene. Beat that. Go on.
I remember this from my wedding because I had a lady at my wedding who started all this off. And with this photograph that I've got, as well as Laura's relative, with this photograph I've got here, I've got the boat song, you know, where you all sit on the floor and go, whoops, inside my head, and you go side to side.
Oops, upside your head.
That's the one. This one is, again, full of fun. It's Joanne. It's your Joanne Nadine, mother-in-law. I've just got this vision of her sitting on the floor doing the boat dance, as we used to call it. Oh, what a character. Gosh. Full of fun, full of joy. Had her struggles, though. had the struggles. There was many struggles in this this lady's life. Many
Excuse
struggles.
me, can I just say I'm going to step back a little bit?
All right.
Yeah. All right,
If I
sweetheart.
have to, if there's something, I will bring it in, but I'll just step back slightly because
All
I
right
will tell
then.
you, Joanne's my niece. I don't know
Yeah.
her mother-in-law, but Joanne is my niece.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. full of fun, a right character, but
Joanne.
she worked hard all her life. She didn't have much, but what she had, she shared. And
That's
she
true.
she was happy to share because she wouldn't see anybody go without. She
That's
worked
what
hard
we.
for what she had, but she was good at everything, and she seemed to rally. She's telling me that she used to rally the family round when if there was a problem, you always sent for this lady and she'd be there to sort it out. She was like the matriarch of the family, if you like. But she's go on, sweetheart. She says, sometimes I didn't have a penny piece in my purse, but it didn't matter. I had my family. Now, I don't know if that sounds like your mother-in-law, Joanne, but she just didn't care. She helped with everything and everybody. She's showing me one of these big wraparound pinnies that they had the big pockets in, and she had everything in them. So I don't know if she had one of those, or you have a memory of her wearing one of those. But she always had either a tissue to wipe her nose or dry a tear, or a biscuit if you was a bit peckish or something like that. And she'd say, "Don't tell your mum." I know that feeling well. She was all of it. Right. Thank you, sweetheart. Right. She didn't like being ill. She didn't like when she became ill. She didn't want to rely on anybody, and she hated having to rely on people to help her because it wasn't her. She valued her independence, and she almost sort of protected her independence. But it did come to a stage where she needed help, and as she'd done for you, she's telling me that she had a lot of help from the family when she needed it, and she's very grateful for that, and she's very proud of all of you for helping her and giving her the help that she needed when she needed it. And but she says, I'm okay now. I'm back to normal. So I don't want any more sadness, any more tears or anything. I'm just enjoying myself up here. She has spirit family up there that she's met up with. And she's talking about how many, sweetheart? Okay. Now she's talking about children's spirit side. I'm not saying that they're yours, Joanne, but in the family. And she's saying children, so I know there's 2 or 3, and she's talking about one being a baby who went to spirit sleeping. So but she's gathered them all, and she's got them all with her, with the family, and she's having a party. So there must be a birthday. There must be a birthday around this time, because I've got the balloons saying happy birthday, sweetheart. She didn't like being ill. No, she's told me she didn't like being ill, sweetheart, because she didn't like relying on people to help her. But she knew she also knew she couldn't do it on her own, and she needed that help. And she was so grateful for the way that you all rallied round and helped her and did what you could for her. And she knows that. So she's just saying, in her words, I know sometimes I was a bit grumpy and sharp, but I didn't mean it, because it's not me, but it's just because I was losing the independence. I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart, and I'm going to hand you over to our Tony and see if he's got anything for you. And I'm going to say good night and God bless, Joanne. Tony?
Yeah. Yes, I've got this fun lady that you've just described, but there must have been that other side to her where when she needed to be, she could be, she's saying firm but fair, firm but fair. Yeah. You knew how far to push this lady, and you knew when you'd gone past that point. She's saying we never came to blows, but people knew. People knew when I meant it. People knew. Also, with this lady, I've got very much a sense of she didn't say anything unless she meant it. So everything she said, she'd thought about, and she'd thought about what she wanted to say and how she wanted to say it. Joanne, she's saying around you, there's something where you need to do that. You need to think exactly what it is you want to say and how you want to say it. Otherwise, I can't say that. The substance will hit the fan. I'll put it that way. If you don't think through exactly what you're saying and how to say it, it will hit the fan. And she doesn't want that, because she says, you've got enough on your plate. You don't need to get things worse. See, I know a bit about Jo and her family as well. So I want something that I don't know, please. She's talking about, what is that? Assessment. She's just said assessments. She's just said assessments.
How do you all understand?
Right. Do you understand why she's talking about assessments, sweetheart? I really don't know what she's talking about. And when I'm asking her, she's not bringing it.
Joanne's just put on, I understand.
Right. Okay, sweetheart. I won't push her because she doesn't want me to know, and that's fine. It's your message, not mine. Okay. Right. Again, she's not expanding on this when I'm asking her, but she's saying you've got to let go of the strings. You've got to let go of the strings. There's something about, she's given me very strange images in my head. Oh, I get it. Right. Okay, sweetheart. Right. She's making me feel like you've got to take the bubble wrap and the cotton wool away and let things develop and happen. And that's how she's put it. Like I said, she's not expanding it any more than that, but she's just saying, take off the cotton wool and take off the bubble wrap and let things develop as they're meant to be. She's also telling me that you need to slow down a little bit, and you need to, like we always say about the healing, it's not bad to ask for help for yourself, because without that, you can't look after everybody else. And I know she means Brianna about this and your mum, but she's saying you've got to look after yourself in order to help them. So just take a little bit more care of yourself, sweetheart. Look after yourself, put your feet up, and I will leave that with you, and I'll see if Jean's got a little bit to put in.
Yeah, I've really got to be careful, because obviously I don't know Joanne. Joanne's my niece, but I don't know about Joanne's partner's family. Let me just clear that up. All I can say, Joanne, is that she's so proud at the minute. But I know Tony said about, and I don't know a little bit, that you've got to stand up for yourself, darling. You have got things to say. And I know you're hot-blooded. You take after me. Not your mum, because your mum can be a bit dopey at times. But you take after me for being a bit outspoken. So really think about what you're going to say. Well, I know what Sheila's like. She don't mind me saying it, even though she's older than me. Just everybody know I'm the youngest one. But she's talking about, I know, Joanne, that this Alyssa's, that's it, is, I might as well say it, Alyssa's mum did lose weight, darling, because I know she was a bit bigger than that. And she's talking about her hair, sweetheart, so I know she would have liked her hair done a bit more decent. She's saying she wished the lads would sort things out. So she's talking about that, darling, that she wishes she'd sort them out. She is so proud at way Arbery's going, but she has said she's growing up a bit too fast with her mouth as well. which we know. Come on, I talked to our Brie, so she is. But can I just say, this lady did have it hard, love, and I don't know her at all. I only know Ellis because of you. But this lady did have it hard in her life, and she got through it, and she battled with a lot more than people knew. And some of it was on her own, darling. But I can see that she lost weight. She did struggle, but she just wants to thank you for putting up with as much as you have. All right, sweetheart. She's because you have put up with a lot, and she wants to thank you for that. And I'm going to say, hang on, wait a minute. She's just saying, oh, I can't tell. Jo, she must have used a few colourful words, love, because she's coming out with a few colourful words. All right. Well, she knows, darling, but she just said she wished. It's up to them. She can't do anything about it, about the lads. All right. Well, they're not lads, they're men. But she's there, Jo. You know she is. You know when she's around. And you've heard our Brie talk about her, she said, because she's been with our Brie. So you have heard Brie mention her. All right, Doug, and I will send a night and God bless with that. Thank you, Jo, love.
Thank you. Oh, they've been
Yeah,
lovely
thank you.
photos tonight.
Absolutely. Are we
They
doing one
really
more?
have. Yeah, I think we've got time for one more.
Oh,
Dashing
another
chap.
one. Another
oh
one.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Nice.
very
young
much
chap.
so.
Yes.
Ooh.
Go on, who wants to start?
Be
Jean?
still by beating heart.
Well,
Jean?
we've had some nice looking men on here tonight, haven't we?
We
Yeah.
have. We have.
He's not very old neither, this one. Right, let's wait a minute then. I've got to say, at the minute with this gentleman, as I'm trying to hear him, he isn't coming in really close, and I haven't got. Oh, actually, Liz just tried to smack me. With this gentleman, I've got to say that he wasn't a very outgoing gentleman, because as I'm getting a really nice gentleman, not all out there, not in everybody's face, because I don't feel that at all. He got on with people, but he didn't push himself forward. That's what I'm getting. He got on with what he needed to get on with. It's Mandy, it's your granddad.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's how I feel, sweetheart. He got on with people. He didn't push himself forward, but he didn't have to, neither. Because if people wanted to know anything, they could go and talk to him. He was a very good friend. If you had him as a friend, he would back you up 100%, because he'd be what you call a true gentleman and a true friend. He was a gentleman to the ladies, as he's making me aware of this. I know, bless him, he did have it hard. Obviously, they all did through the war, but when he came out as well, because he still suffered. But I'm saying, as he come out, I don't feel as though we got that far. I could be wrong. If it's not him, somebody didn't come out of the war, because I feel as though if not, he lost a friend in the war. Because I'm feeling a loss. I'm feeling a loss, sweetheart. So I know he's lost something. Okay, as he's talking to me here. He wants to say about the family, sweetheart, that they are all trying to do well, and they are. There's only so much anybody can do, though. And there's somebody trying to run before they can walk, Mandy. I hope you can understand this, darling. He's saying all of a sudden somebody's trying to run before they can walk. So I hope you can understand that. He's talking about things what were left, and also about an army belt. You can understand an army belt, because he's mentioning this as well. Graham. It's just said Graham, sweetheart. I'm not saying that's his name, but I hope you can understand Graham. Or could you remember I've given you Graham, darling, because he said Graham and I heard that plain. All right. Thank you. Oh, and I've just got Raymond as well. There must be all people what he must have known, because he's just said Raymond. It's just saying, Mandy, that he wants, I don't know, there's something, darling, that you're holding back on. You're holding back on something, and he's sending you healing. He's sending you healing. So there's something to do with it you need healing, darling. Okay, so there's the healing blanket there coming round for you as well. And there's saying there's a birthday, we're in October now. So there's a birthday in October, and it's as if I want to look at him, but yeah, it's as if I'm looking through him. So there's somebody looking through something, not seeing things clear. They're looking through it instead of looking at it, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to be careful because that's the impression I've got. Because I'm looking, but I'm looking him away. So there's something. The photo. There's a photo in the house, Mandy. Thank you. What needs changing? Or you're on about changing some photos. That's more like it. You're talking about changing some photos, sweetheart, and decorating a room. Because he's giving me a paintbrush, decorating a room. I'm singing happy birthday. Right, thank you. I understand now why I'm not seeing things like I'm looking at things. Thank you for that, because I thought I was going a bit. And so you can understand somebody's had a mini stroke. Talk about mini stroke, darling. They're not in spirit, they're on the earth plane, but he knows about the mini stroke. All right. Right. I'm going to, because of the time, Mandy, sweetheart, is a beautiful gentleman. It's been a pleasure just talking to him, and I will pass you on to either Tony or Irene.
Irene?
Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Tony. Hi, Mandy. What I get from it's such a lovely gentleman, and he was a gentleman in every sense of the word. Also, he was a gentleman. He wasn't one to put himself out and that, but if you needed him, he was there. He was one of those sort of people that you always knew that he was around, and you could always go and ask him questions or talk to him, and if he couldn't answer you, he would find the answer for you. And he had a hard time in the war, and he was just saying that I know that Jean mentioned that she felt that he'd lost, and he feels as though he lost some of his crew, some of his mates.
Yes.
And I don't know. You know about the stroke. Mandy knows about the stroke, Jean.
Yeah, I got the stroke. Yeah.
So he was a friend and a gentleman. Yes, he was. He was such a lovely man. But I'm also getting, I don't know if he went to dances, because I know there was a lot of dancers around at that time. But I've got him going to dances, and I don't know if he was a good dancer or not, but he liked to have a turn around the dance floor, he was telling me. But he wasn't one to sort of push himself into a crowd. He's telling me that sometimes he preferred his own company, or just one or two of his army buddies, rather than having a big crowd around him. But he's also saying he liked to have a sing-song round the piano. Again, like they did in those days, they'd find the local pub, normally with a piano in, and somebody would start playing, and they'd soon start singing with Nan. Oh, yes, bless him. That's lovely. Thank you. But he just wants you to know that he's around you, sweetheart, and that he's trying to help you in his own way. And he knows that just you knowing about his presence is helping you to keep yourself a little bit calmer, if you understand what I mean. That's the way he's putting it to me anyway. So I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart, and see if our Tony's got anything. And I'm going to say good night and God bless, and thank you for working with me. Tony?
Thank you, Irene. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't add much more about him. He's such a lovely chap. But
He is.
as he's talking to me, I feel he's quite soft-spoken.
I got soft-spoken.
Very gentle voice, very gentle voice. And he's talking to me about, he's given me lots of lavender. I can smell lavender, and I can see my lavender energy, which is my healing for emotional support and upliftment. And he's given you that in spade loads. I do know a little bit about, Mandy, your situation and the loss you've suffered. So but he is coming in with that. He's talking to me about you need, like I said to Joe, you need to drop the apron strings. You've got to cut the strings. You've got to cut the strings. So it's like you've got to, your nan loved lavender, bless you. So you've got to look after yourself, because you're very good at looking out for other people, and you've got to take that time to heal yourself as well as worrying about other people. I've got a banging headache coming on. You would understand where somebody's got a headache along here, and it feels more like it's a stress anxiety headache than anything like a migraine. But as I've said, migraine, I've got pain in my head and I've gone blank. So you would understand, I know you said about a stroke, but you would understand where there was a dementia type condition where somebody would have got forgetful and started to change personality a little bit with it. If you can understand that, Mandy, you can understand the headache. Bless you, sweetheart. Okay. I know we're at the beginning of October, but will you understand why he's talking about the 5th of a month? The 5th of a month. And also I've got to give you the month of March has been significant around you as well, sweetheart. And what he had dementia. Oh, bless you, thank you.
Bless him.
Okay. Mandy, I've just found it really, really difficult to swallow and to speak. Would you understand where somebody had an issue in the throat, or there was a reason why Nan's birthday is the 5th? Or where somebody would have had a tube in their throat or something, because I'm really, really finding it hard to swallow, and I feel like I've got something stuck in my throat. So either somebody had a problem with their throat, or there was a tube or something towards the end of their life in the throat, Mandy, because I'm acknowledging that and I'm asking him to take it off me because it's not nice. All right. And darling, somebody is telling me about holding the hand and stroking the hand, so you would understand where either you or somebody who was sat with somebody was stroking the hand, because he's telling me somebody was worried that they didn't know, but they did. They were aware of having the back of the hand stroked, sweetheart. Bless. All right. He had a tube. Oh, bless you, Mandy. Thank you.
Oh, bless.
Okay. And he's just drawn me. I've got my candles on the fireplace here. So, and he's drawn me to the candles, and he's saying, somebody lights candles in memory of everybody in spirit, and he said, and we're all so grateful, and we hear the prayers and we hear the words, but some of the answers that people are asking for, they're not ready for yet, sweetheart. So just bear with them, and when the time is right, people will get what they need. All right, which is different to getting what they want. There's two different things there. Spirit will always give you what you need, which isn't necessarily what you want and what you're asking for. You like the candles. Bless you, Mandy. Well, they're all there and they all appreciate it. And I want to say, I feel like I've got at least 7 people stood around me. So you would understand where there's at least 7 that would stand around you, because I can feel them. They're all here. But I feel there's more men than ladies. I feel more male energy than female, if you would understand that. All right. I will leave his love with you, Mandy. He's a lovely, lovely chap. All of the people we've had on tonight in photos.
Can I just say to Man? Can I just jump in while Mandy's still on? Mandy, can I please just say that you are aware of spirit anyway, because he's making me aware that you've sensed him around you, and for some reason, sweetheart, I want to keep blowing your kisses. So I don't know if you felt this like draft or something. on your Facebook, it says, if I want to blow you a kiss, darling. So I'm going to blow you a kiss from me, from this gentleman. But he said, because you felt it yourself. All right, sweetheart, because you're needing it. And so I am going to blow you a kiss once again, but you've got it from him as well. Okay then, darling. Night and God bless.
I've still got that tube in my throat.
Yeah. And I've got coffee with you.
Yeah, it's
Ask them to
horrible.
take it off you.
I've got
I have.
coffee.
I
I've got
have.
a
Bless.
block in my throat.
Everybody, all the spirit energy tonight's been lovely.
Absolutely wonderful.
So uplifting.
It's
Obviously,
been
they've
higher
uplifted
than
us.
usual. It's
It
been higher
has.
than
Uplifted
usual.
us.
Yeah,
I feel like my energy levels just shot up.
yeah.
So
So
thank you everybody who sent photos in. There's at least as many again to do. So yes, I like that, Michael.
yes, I do as well.
If you're able to, just drop a small donation into the next charity box you see, please, even if it's 2p.
Yeah, the amount is irrelevant.
Yeah, just anything's appreciated because none of us charge for our time. So
Well said, Michael.
yes, I do love photograph readings though. There's something we should do on a more regular basis actually, if
Well, we
people
say
want
it,
them.
don't we?
Because
And
they're
then
lovely.
people
What-
say they like the blind reading as well. So if we only
So
did it
to
once
do.
every 6 weeks, so
Yeah. But we've got 6 more in the queue to do. So please watch next Friday. And if we don't get them all done, there'll be another one the Friday after. But just keep watching. And
keep sending your photos in.
yes, keep sending your
Yes.
photos in and we'll do
Keep
them as.
sending photos in and
Oh, wow. Mandy's granddad was 102.
oh wow.
Fantastic. That's
Oh, that's
brilliant.
lovely. We're back on again on Sunday night. Keith doing
no.
no.
Sorry.
Oh,
I've forgotten. My bad. We've been asked to do a service on. It's similar to StreamYard. I'll talk to you all about it after.
oh right. Okay,
I just got the message while we're on. I'd completely forgotten about it.
I'm
Completely.
Mandy my hands with him.
So
Somebody
it'll
talks
be
with their
Monday
hands,
then.
Tony, don't they? Is it
So-
Mandy's
Monday.
family what talk with the
It'll be
hands?
Monday that we are on.
Right. It's
Again.
just that Keith
And
Trino is asking when we're back on again. That's all.
Yeah, it's Monday, and we'll do our divine service with the healing on
Okay.
Monday.
On
if
Monday.
that's all right. Sorry, people. The message only came through while I was online. So there's that. Then we have
Riches.
a lady called Julie on at Pastures Green on Wednesday. I won't be on the service. I've got something I need to do on Wednesday night, but Sarah's got the link and she's going to be taking the service on Wednesday at Pastures Green with Jeanette Bolton. Then Thursday will be Little Port Christian Spiritualist Church. They will do an online service. So if you haven't seen them, bob over to Little Port Christian Spiritualists page and like their page, and you'll get the invite for that, which Samantha's part of. Then that'll take us to Friday when we'll be back on again. All right. And we'll mop up the rest of or as many of the photos as we can do on Friday. So
Keith, all our services start at 7 p.m, darling. Normally Sunday, Monday and Fridays. But this week we're not doing Sunday. We're doing it on Monday instead.
Yeah. So all services are 7 p.m. till 8ish. We do run on sometimes like we have tonight.
Yeah.
My bad. But lovely service again. I do love our services, and I like the community that we've got for the congregation as well. You're wonderful. Your energy just keeps us going. Thank you again. We will close the service in prayer, and our Jean will sing for us.
Okay. Can we bow our heads then, please, friends?
You haven't heard me sing yet, Keith.
She's going to get a contract next week. Dear Lord
Sam
Divine
Powell's on the
Father. Dear Lord Divine Father, thank you so much for our virtual service once again. And thank you for all the wonderful photographs reading we've been able to do for tonight. With the love and everything from our spirit family as well as our earth family. We thank you, Lord, for all the blessings you give us each day. And could I please ask that healing go out to the world wherever it's needed? You know where it's needed most, Lord. And a healing prayer for our animal kingdom and our wonderful Mother Earth. And until we meet again on Monday evening, could I please say, stay safe, stay well, and may a guardian angel be with you all and keep you safe. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lovely. Thank you so much. And I pray that the Lord keep you safe, bless you, and walk with you till we meet again. Good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless
Good
everyone.
night. Good night. God
Good
bless
night, friends.
everybody.
Good night.